Greetings, folks. We are standing at a crossroad. Every single day, the Irish people are being failed by a government that has lost its way. Our country, our culture, and our children's future are looking bleaker by the day. The Taoiseach Simon Harris tells us help is coming, but what does that mean to the mother who doesn't know if she can pay her energy bill? What does it mean to the father who wonders if the college books, the school books, the uniforms, the rent and the groceries will all fit into the same week's wages? What does it mean to children, 1 in 5 of them, who are now growing up below the poverty line in this country, in one of the richest countries in Europe? This is not help, folks. This is neglect. This is betrayal. This is why I say enough is enough. This cobbled together Irish government must go. Not tomorrow, not next year, not after another round of empty promises. They must go now. Ireland belongs to its people, its families and its workers and its children. This is our country. This is our culture. This is our future, and we are taking it back. Day 12 of the National Health Emergency Crisis Update. Folks, a whistleblower has now come forward from inside one of Ireland's food distribution systems with shocking allegations of a mice infestation at a major distribution hub supplying supermarkets nationwide. The information provided raises serious and urgent concerns that a central warehouse has been contaminated by rodent activity. Food safety authorities may not have been properly notified. Contaminated stock may not even have been recalled or destroyed, but could instead have been recycled back into the food chain. Consumers may already have been put at risk without their knowledge. I have been contacted directly by the whistleblower, and I have written to the food chain in question demanding full transparency, and I have set out a strict deadline. I have given this food chain until 5 p.m. on Wednesday, tomorrow, the 10th of September, to respond to me. And if they fail to do so, I, folks, will publicly name them. Because this is not just a corporate matter. This is a national public health emergency. Every family in Ireland has a right to know whether the food they are putting on their tables and into their mouths are safe, and whether dangerous breaches of hygiene and food safety standards are being covered up. Relevant authorities, including the Food Safety Authority of Ireland, the Health Service Executive, the HSE, and the Department of Agriculture, must urgently investigate and confirm whether they have received alleged reports of infestations, food recalls, or consumer complaints related to this. Until this matter is clarified, confidence in Ireland's food chains remain gravely undermined. The recent alleged mice infestation is yet another blow to the Irish food industry, coming on top of the devastating listeria outbreak, which has already claimed at least 2 lives. We are told that listeria has not been detected in any production plant, yet the root cause of this outbreak remains undiscovered. This raises urgent questions about the storage and movement of food in wholesale distributions. How is food being stored in these centres before being moved to chain supplies? When food is taken off the supermarket shelves, is it being recycled back into the distribution chain and resold at reduced prices? If so, how long is this food spending in the back of trucks and vans? And could this be a cause of the alleged listeria contamination? I also wish to warn small food processing plants who supply larger supermarket chains. Do not allow yourselves to be made scapegoats in this scandal. If you are free from contamination, prove it, declare it, and protect your business from being thrown under the bus by the bigger players in the industry. The Food Safety Authority of Ireland, the HSE, the Department of Agriculture, and the food chains themselves must urgently and transparently identify the root causes of this outbreak. People's lives depend on it. It's time now for the Minister for Health, the Minister Martin Hayden for Department of Food and Marine, and the Board of Directors of Mayfair Equity Partners, who bought Pat the Baker and Irish Pride, need to sit down with whistleblower Dennis O'Callaghan of Charleville in County Cork. Dennis tried to expose critical failures in food recall and food wastage practices over a decade ago, but was silenced by a High Court injunction taken by Pat the Baker. If Dennis O'Callaghan's warnings had been heeded, and if the authorities had chosen truth over silencing a whistleblower, then those two people who have died from listeria food poisoning may still be alive today. But folks, this is not a time for egos, boardroom spin or denial. People are dying. How many more lives will be lost before the Food Safety Authority of Ireland admits the truth, along with our government, that systematic failures were ignored and that preventable deaths are now occurring as a result? I am now calling for the Minister for Health and Agriculture to act, but also for the Minister for Justice, Jim O'Callaghan, to intervene. The silencing of whistleblowers through the courts is, I believe, a matter of grave public interest now in light of these recent two people's death. Justice must not be used as a weapon to cover up failures that put lives at risk. I call now for a full review of the legal papers Dennis O'Callaghan submitted to the courts and for an honest reckoning. This is the only way to ensure transparency, accountability and public trust in Ireland's food supply chains. Last week, I gave the Food Safety Authority of Ireland, the HSE, the Minister for Health and the Food Chains and the Minister for Agriculture 48 hours to come back to me. They have failed now in their dereliction of duty. And I'm just wondering, is it because now the scale of the problem that I'm after blowing the lid on is so big that's going to take a long time to fix it? But folks, I'm going to continue with my path to, I'm asking them one more time now to make contact with me and to resolve these outstanding issues and very important issues I've addressed out of public interest. Look, enough is enough. Lives matter now more than reputations. Garamila Mahagav.